Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Jamie Nate and today we're going to be making some Bandsaw boxes as I have here. I'm going to make them out of purple heartwood and we're going to be doing some flocking on the inside and the inside of the lid, and it's all going to be made on the bandsaw. Nice, neat, easy little project, perfect for Valentine's Day, or you can put a ring in it and you can propose to people. I know people have done that. You can make it out of different kinds of wood, but my wife likes purple, so I've made it out of purple. I used her placemat. I traced around that, as you can see, to get the shape. Hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. Right, so here we are. I started by gluing two bits of this purple heart together. I did that off camera. And now I'm tracing around my wife's wine coaster. So I'm at the bandsaw and I'm cutting the blank in half to make two blanks. You should always use eye protection when using machinery and be careful of your fingers. Keep them away from the blade. I had a nasty accident once and I do not want to repeat that. Right, so I've cut it into two and now I'm starting to cut out the first one. It was quite heavy going in this timber. It's quite a dense, heavy timber. So I took it slowly and ended up with quite a good cut in the end. So I came to the end of that side, cut through it, and then made a start on the other side. I must admit, it is really lovely timber. It's got such a lovely colour to it. Just need to get those last little bits on the end there. So here I am at the spindle sander, just sanding the edges nice and smooth and making sure it's square. I used the big one first, and then I moved over to the smaller one so I can get into that little nook there. And I also used the disc sander on the faces to make them flat and square. And now I'm using the router just to go around the top. I used a 3/4 round over, I believe, on the top. As you can see, foolish me, I didn't wear a mask. You should always wear a mask and eye protection. Or better still, have an extractor hooked up to your router. I haven't got that little bit for my router. You need to try and keep it nice and steady, otherwise you'll ruin the profile. Here I am. I did a 1/4 round over for the next bit, but here I'm just checking the profile. So this is the bottom of the box, and I'm using a 1/4 round over bit, just to round over the edges on this bit. I also, as you can see, I'm using a router mat to try and stop the piece from moving around as I'm routering it. And then I'm checking the profile of that. So I'm at the bandsaw again, and this is me cutting off the bottom of the box. Halfway through there. It was slow going. And here we go, I've chopped it off. Then I move the fence over just so I can make the top bit a bit thicker. And then I chop that off too. And now I'm just using my finger and the pencil just to mark the line for where I'm going to cut inside the box. And I started cutting inside the box now. That blade is a little too large for this kind of work, but it was the only blade I had at the time. And it worked. And now I'm just gluing up the blade entry hole. Getting some glue into that there. And I clamp it up. I cut a bit from the scrap to put onto the lid, so when you put it onto the box the lid doesn't move around. And I use the box to align that up on the lid. Now I'm just sanding the faces of the box and the inside of the box. Make them feel quite nice. And now I'm gluing the box to the bottom. Just lining it up there on the bottom, and then I put a couple of clamps on it. Here I am just sanding it. I put the lid on the box and now I'm sanding it all nice and flat. And then I went through the grits, sanding the box and the lid, making it all nice and smooth. I did hoover it off first, but I'm also using a tack rag now to get all the dust off of the box and the lids. And I did 2 coats of Danish oil to the outside of the box and the outside of the lid. Got some gloves on there so I don't get sticky hands. And now I'm masking up, ready for the flocking. So I don't want the flocking in certain areas of the box and on the lid. And now I'm getting ready with the glue, giving it a good shake. It's some sort of resin glue, which is coloured to the colour of the flock that I'll be using. Just dribbled a little bit of that on there. And I use the brush to brush it all over. You want to try and not have ridges and lumps, and try and get it nice and smooth if you can. And now I'm using the flock from my flop applicator, getting it all over a nice even coverage. I did apply the flock twice to make sure I did have a good even coverage. I blew off in between any bits that weren't stuck. And I did the same to the box as well. And in the box I did it to the sides of the box on the inside. That cardboard's there, so for any overspill I can collect it and reuse it again. And that's the inside of the box. And here we are, here's the completed parts. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Well, thanks for watching. That was a really good project. I had so much fun doing that project. Came out really well. I really like the finish. A few things I could have done differently. Yeah, maybe I could have used different kinds of wood or several different kinds of wood within the within the box. That would have been nice trick. My wife personally likes purple, so I used purple heartwood all throughout. The bandsaw could have done with a thinner blade. That is a bit thick really, but it worked out fine for me in the end. Yeah, really nice project. If you want to make one, you can make it however you want it. You don't have to use a placemat as a stencil for it. You can make it any shape, any size, out of any timber. I personally went for that because it's Valentine's Day soon, so that's what I went for. Thank you again for watching. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're going to go off now and make your own one. Please subscribe, please like my video, and stay safe. Thank you very much for watching.